the confidence to increase the income. So tonight I'm going to be talking to you about the value of a growth mindset. Before that, let me know in the comments below what you've been up to this weekend, for fun, or what kind of successes you had or challenges you faced. If you're watching this live, it's just gone past 7:05, so put in the comments below live. And if you're watching this in the replay, then put in the comments below #replay. And if this is the first video content you're seeing of mine, then put in the comments newbie, just so I know how new you are to my content. So, and also just to let you know, because I'm using Restream, I can't see Facebook, any comments that people are making. So I will be looking at my phone on the odd occasion just to see if anyone's commented or asking me questions, just so I can stay engaged with my audience. So if you see me look at my phone, that's why. Otherwise, let's dive into the content. So today, like I said, I'm going to be talking about the value of a growth mindset and why that is crucial to have a growth mindset when it comes to building your confidence or raising your self-esteem. So let's dive straight into the content. So first of all, to understand why you have a growth mindset, we need to look at what are the signs that we might have a poor mindset, so we can analyze ourselves whether we actually do have a poor mindset or a growth mindset. So the four main characteristics of a poor mindset. The first one is hyperconsumption. This is where people with a poor mindset, they live from paycheck to paycheck. So they never invest their money. They rarely save the money, and they will often resort to paying things with credit cards. So, as soon as they have money, they spend it straight away as fast as they can. And, they are living based on, like I said, on a paycheck. And it kind of like imprisons them, because they're often having to live life based on a paycheck. And so another sign of a poor mindset is you're going to live based on having the latest car or the shiniest watch. So you're never really thinking about, okay, am I going to invest my money, or am I going to really make the conscious effort to, spend on my education? No, you're always consumed with having like the latest car, latest shiny watch, or latest bag. Number two is no value added. So, someone with a poor mindset will always seek to gain for themselves. They never look to add value to other people. They're always going to be looking like, okay, what's in it for me? So they never see the value in helping other people or adding value to someone else's life. And as I said, they only do something if they're going to get something back in return. So, for example, they might never, running a business, they wouldn't offer a free product unless they're going to get something back. And so they don't see the value of offering value to people, because that helps you to build relationships, and relationships are so crucial in business or in life, because that could be the key to the next business deal, open doors that you couldn't walk through, or helping you to find a lifelong partner, or whatever it is. So it's really important that that if you aren't adding value to people's lives, that you start adding value. And someone with a poor mindset won't do that. And then three is no ownership. So they don't take responsibility for their own failures and mistakes. They're very quick to blame, other people or environment or, society. And, they want to get away from any consequences that are placed on them in terms of their responsibility for not, maybe getting a promotion at work, or, achieving the results they want in life. So, it's always everyone else's fault rather than them. And then four is their belief system is based on never or always. So the problem with this is engaging in this thinking triggers helplessness, such as I'm never going to get a lead, or I always have the worst luck. And what that does is you're creating like a mental negative prism for yourself in terms of your mind. And then with law of attraction, if you're negative, you're going to attract negative things, unfortunately, So like attracts like. So if you're positive, you're going to attract positive things. So, that way of thinking, again, is a mass sign that you have poor mindset, and you have some limited beliefs that are holding you back. And we want to go into more this bit detail. So to understand, okay, what are the effects of a poor mindset in business? So, or just in life generally. So, if you have a poor mindset, it's going to keep you in your comfort zone. And the reason why is because someone with a poor mindset is not going to want to be taking risks or taking actions that push them outside their comfort zone. Because in their comfort zone, it's safe. They can not have to face the thing of making mistakes or having failures. And it's safe there. So you're not really having to stretch or grow yourself. You can do the same things you're doing every day without having the worry of, oh, I have to do something that's going to, potentially make me have fear or anxiety. Now that could be, having to go ask your boss for promotion. That could generate a lot of fear and anxiety in you because it's such a big thing to do. So you just stay in the same job. You don't ever stretch yourself, and then as such, you're very unlikely to be able to ask for a raise, ask for promotion, or leave your current job to create your own business. And the problem with that is that actions come from being bold, come from stepping outside your comfort zone. And that's how you get results and you have growths and successes. And the problem is, if you have a poor mindset, you're never going to do that. You end up becoming unmotivated because you're stuck in an unhappy job or you're not being stretched. So you find that your job's not really challenging you, and then your motivation will just gradually go down, and that will have a massive impact on your self-esteem. It stops you, as I said before, from being willing to make mistakes, which is vital in growing. And I put it the case of Albert Einstein. He failed maybe over 1,000 times to create a light bulb. But if he just quit when he made the first mistake or had the first failure, he would never have persevered and then create a light bulb. And now you can't go to a house or building in the world without a light bulb being there. So, someone who's got a poor mindset will fear to make mistakes or fear to make failures, and they will see it as a negative. It stops you from speaking your opinions due to self-doubts. And a classic example would be if let's say you're in a meeting and someone asks, has anyone got ideas or what are people's opinions? And you don't say nothing. You stay silent because you're afraid to speak your opinion. And then the person who sat next to you says the exact same thing you were thinking. Then you feel afterwards, I wish I should have said that. You start beating yourself up. And that tends to happen if you have a poor mindset. So you also fear to communicate assertively, and it causes you to use qualifying words such as kind of, which limit the impact of your language. And also, if you're using qualifying words, it makes people then feel that you're unsure about yourself, that you're doubting yourself. And people don't want to lead someone who's doubting or unsure of themselves. They want someone who's got surety, who's got clarity, and who believes in what they're saying. Because if you don't believe in yourself, why is everyone else going to believe in what you're saying? And then finally, it leads to discomfort when it comes to communicating assertively. So, for example, you find it hard to say no if you've got a poor mindset. So it could be the end of the day at work and everyone's going home, and then because you struggle to say no, your boss comes up to you and says, dumps work on your desk, so I need this done. And you can't say no because you find it hard, and you say yes. Then you end up being there till 8 or 9, working late. And the problem is when you can't say no, you're going to have people walking all over you, you're going to have people dumping stuff on you, and you're going to find it hard to express your needs, your wants, your desires. And so you end up feeling again resentful because you're not getting what you want. And, you can't say no, you're going to struggle in business and in life. So, that's another classic example of a poor mindset. And furthermore, you're going to spend a lot of time questioning yourself, and that takes you out of your body and into your head. Then you tend to end up focusing on, hey Elizabeth, you end up focusing on negative things in your mind. And obviously if you're focused on these negative things, all you're going to be doing is thinking negatively, you'll speak negatively, and then you'll act negatively. And you'll be spending a lot of energy on questioning yourself. And you could be using that energy to focus on other things, like focus on growing your business or growing your personal life or focus on the positive things. But the problem is, you have a poor mindset, you'll be second guessing yourself, you'll be questioning yourself constantly. And you'll be unable to receive feedback, which hinders your growth and makes you become an ineffective team member. Because if you can't take feedback, then you're going to struggle because people are going to think you're not a team player. You're not willing to take on advice, and you know it all. And then people aren't going to want to work with you, and it's going to hinder your growth because it's in the feedback that allows us to grow. You know, when people give us feedback and they say, look, this is how you can improve this way you did wrong, that feedback allows us to grow. But if you can't take feedback, then you're not going to grow. And then you're going to be constantly comparing yourself to others. You know, and the problem with this is it keeps you in your head and you're never present. Because when you compare yourself to other people, you can't control how, I don't know, Tom or Juliet's life is. You know, you can't control their actions, their behaviors. So if you constantly compare yourself and worry about what they're doing, you're going to be never focused on your own results, your own actions, and you're going to be stuck in your head the whole time because you'll be thinking, oh, well, she's got a nice car, I don't have a nice car. She has a great relationship, I don't have it, means I'm not good enough. And, you know, we all have different experiences, skills, and we're all on a different journey. So all you can do is control your own results, your own actions, your own behaviors. And when you constantly compare yourself, like I said, you're never present and you're always in your head. So why is having a growth mindset so important to confidence? So mindset is everything. You know, whether you're talking about your career success, starting your own business, or getting through a tough workout, or being a parent, having the right mindset can be the difference between success and failure. Because, you know, if your mindset is a growth mindset and you're not afraid to make mistakes or have failures, you're going to achieve so much more success because you're going to power through when you're facing challenges or facing hurdles. You know, and you're also going to be having that mindset, okay, well, I need to develop myself and I'll grow myself and become the best I can be. So based on the idea that your essential qualities are things that you can cultivate through your efforts, and that's what you'll think, like I might have a weakness in, say, sales, but I can grow myself in that and turn that weakness into success or into a strength, whether it's getting a coach or doing development courses or reading books. You know, so you'll know that you can cultivate your skills and make them better. And you can even cultivate your strength and make yourself even more stronger. And it also assumes that everyone can change and grow through experience and practice. A growth mentality sees failure not as a detriment, but as a springboard to success. It's a form of learning. And that's what any successful person does. You know, they know that each time they fail, it brings them one step closer to their successes, you know, and they aren't fearing to make failures. They are understanding that each failure is going to allow me to go to that next level that I haven't been at before. And that's a crucial thing when you're actually doing anything, because, you know, failure is so important and it's your friend, it's not the enemy. It's there to say to look, okay, hey Julia, you didn't do this well last time, but with practice or with doing it again, repetition, you can do it better the next time. So failure is not the enemy. And also your mindset stems from having a powerful set of beliefs. So if you have a growth mindset, you've got strong values, you've got strong beliefs. So you'll know I am good enough, or I can do public speaking, or I am lovable. So you'll be thinking of yourself in a positive light, and you'll have a positive reflection of yourself. And you won't be constantly second guessing yourself or doubting yourself or thinking negative about you. And that in turn, when you think and act and feel more positively, it then in turn raises your self-esteem, and it gives you that power in yourself to know that you can create your own life in your own image, how you want it to be. So how do you go about developing a growth mindset? This is the key. Like, if you want to grow a mindset, then there are a few stages you need to follow that will enable you to have that kind of mindset. So the first one is you want to embrace failure. So I said before, failure is not the enemy. So you want to see every failure as a positive instead of a negative, because when you go into, oh, I failed, I'm not good enough, then all you're going to do is bring more negativity towards you. But if you go into, oh, okay, I failed here, okay, well, what did I learn from it? What can I do better next time? What do I need to do that will ensure this failure won't happen again. And when you start thinking about it that way, you actually start improving your decision making. You start learning from your mistakes, and you start opening new doors to yourself, because you're changing your whole mindset, the way you're thinking. Number 2, you want to seek out your learning opportunities by being curious about everything, and that's crucial. So actually start questioning things, because what you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating new neurons in your brain, because you're getting your brain to think in a different way. So you actually start questioning everything. Actually start questioning, well, why did we not finish this project? Or what did my colleagues need to finish this project? Or could I have helped more? Or what can I learn from this? So the more you start questioning everything, being curious about everything that you're doing, hey Naomi, the more you're going to create these new neurons in your brain, and you'll become more smarter, more wiser, and actually be able to make better decisions, which is going to be crucial for you whether you're in business or in your personal life. Number 4, you want to go beyond your own limits. So we all have our comfort zones, but we don't grow in our comfort zone. So for example, if you know that you want to get to promotion at work, you need to be strong at public speaking, then you need to push yourself. So you need to be doing things like, joining Toastmasters, or speaking up at your friend's wedding when it's coming up, or volunteering to lead projects and talk. You want to be doing stuff that's going to push your limits, but doing it in a way that's comfortable to you and in range, because you don't want to blow yourself out. So there's no point in saying, oh, I've got a fear of heights, and then you go jump out of a plane, because that's just going to blow you out. But instead you could do is go do something like climbing, or go take an elevator that goes really high up, and that will help you, acclimatize to, breaking your barriers that are holding you back. So you're going to be taking calculated risks, but pushing yourself that stretches you enough to know, okay, well, I've stretched myself, I've gone out of my range here, but I'm growing. So you want to go beyond your limits. You also want to ask for feedback. So don't fear being judged or criticized. Instead, ask for feedback. So, if you're at work, or I don't know, you've done a project and the project hasn't gone as well, ask for feedback. We'll ask and find out, well, what went well, what didn't go well? What can I improve next time? And that will allow you to then know the next time you do the same simple project, you won't make the same mistakes again. You actually will produce even more better work, because you'll know what the pitfalls were last time. And that will again help you develop and challenge yourself, because the feedback I said before, that learning is a crucial in part of your development. So it's like if you're in a business, and when you're getting loads of customer feedback back, and the feedback are complaints about your service, that's feedback. That's feedback for you to know, so this customer is complaining about, well, we didn't answer the phones quick enough. Okay, well, that's great. So next time I'm going to make sure we do answer the phones quick enough. That feedback will allow you then to improve your service, allow you to develop yourself. So it's important that you go about asking feedback from your friends, your colleagues, your boss, your partner, because that way you're always going to be noticing your blind spots. We can't notice it ourselves, unfortunately, but other people can notice, well, you need to win this. And that will allow us to grow and develop and be the best of ourselves. Number 6 is being a coach. Now, I can't stress how important this is, because for me personally, a coach totally transformed my results. Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I was a completely different person to who I am now. But when I got a coach, it totally opened up new doorways for me, a new way of thinking, because, a coach is going to challenge the way you're thinking, helping you think outside the box. It's going to allow you to use their mistakes to your leverage, so you're not making the same mistakes. It's going to allow you to know your industry that you're in, if you're in business. They're going to help you see your blind spots. They're going to push you outside your comfort zone, and so many other things. So, a coach is so crucial. And I think it's like Tony Robbins that says that every person should have at least 1 or 2 coaches, because the more coaches you have, the more powerful voices you're going to be getting in your head. And that's all you need, because you want to be hearing from people who are more successful than you, that have achieved the results that you're aspiring to achieve, because that way you're going to be hearing the right information. So that's another thing. You have to make sure the coach is successful. Don't get a coach from someone that's on the same level as you or below you, because all they're going to be doing is feeding you information that doesn't serve you, that doesn't help you develop, because they don't know what it takes to go to the next level you're after. So if you're after 1 million, don't get advice from someone who's earned 100,000, because they're not going to know what it takes to become 1 million. So you need to find that million. If you don't know, then you need to go out and seek these successful people to learn from, to mentor you. And then number 7, you want to raise the standard of your inner circle. So there's that saying that your 5 closest friends, you become a product of their environment. So your 5 closest friends are all negative. They're all like always complaining, gossiping, never showing ambition. Your brain will incentivize you to become exactly like them and adapt to that environment. So if your friends are all positive, successful, ambitious, motivating, then your brain will incentivize you to become exactly like that. So you become a product of the environment. So if you are hanging out with people who are negative, then you're only going to be hearing negative information, and that will also condition you to have negative viewpoints, negative beliefs, negative actions. So you have to then decide, okay, what's more important? Hanging out with that friend you might know for 20 years, that's always complaining, always negative, that always makes you feel low in energy when you're around them, cutting them out, or putting your success ahead of you and knowing, okay, look, I can't hang out with this person. I need to go and hang out with people who are successful, who are motivated, who are supportive, who are inspiring, who I can learn from, who I can grow with. So that's the key thing. You want to raise the standard of your inner circle, because the better your inner circle are, the more likely you're going to be success. So that's the end of the PowerPoint that I want to share with you. So now you understand the value of why it is important to have growth mindset and how growth mindset links to your confidence. So the better your mindset, the more positive it is, the more likely you're going to be more confident, and the more higher self-esteem you're going to have. And that's why it's crucial that you have, a growth mindset, and you actually are going out of your way now to work on, if you do have a poor mindset, because it's all about being aware. If you do have a poor mindset, there's nothing wrong with that. But now you know, and now you know what you need to do to go out and get a growth mindset that will allow you to increase your confidence, increase your self-esteem. So if you enjoyed tonight's live, then put in the comments below, top stuff. If you stay to the end and you're an A player, then put in the comments below you're an A player. Now, an A player is someone who will watch the whole video. They will then go away and implement something they've learned straight in their life. And that's what A players are, because they're the ones who get the growth and the results, and they have the successes. I also want you to tell me one thing that you can take away from tonight's live, that you can go away straight away, implement in your life. And then I want you to then come back, hey Michael, and share that in the comments below, so I know what progress you're having. Hey Robert, glad you enjoyed it. So put them in the comments just so I know the results you had, the successes you had, and how you're finding yourself in terms of growing your own growth mindset. If you want the slides, I'll also put a copy to the link of the slides in the comments below, so you can have a copy of those. And also, I've got a group, a Facebook group, a private group, that's based in a members group, and it's based around supporting people to become more confident, grow a growth mindset, grow their business. And it's full of business owners, entrepreneurs, and young professionals. And I would also advise you to join this group. So the group is called the Confidence Building Members Network. You can find it on Facebook. And in this group, I regularly put in interview questions, where I interview panels. I'm doing live videos, articles. I host events, which I'll post when we are allowed to run events again, in-person events, which I'll post in the group. And there's also a chance for you to support other people, learn from other people, do business with other people. You can share videos, things that motivate you, that inspire you. So it's a really powerful group, and I'll definitely advise you to, hey Alan, join the group. So the group again is a Confidence Builders Members Network. So join that group. Otherwise, I will do another live tomorrow, this time at 6 o'clock, so check that out. And also let your friends and families and colleagues know about my lives, because it will benefit them and you'll be adding value to their lives. And it also fill your karma quota, so it will help raise your self-esteem because you've done a good deed. And also let them know about the Facebook group. Let them know, so if they are interested in growing their confidence, their mindset, their business, let them know about the Facebook group and have them join, because it will also benefit them as well. Otherwise, thanks everybody for being on tonight's live. I'll see you all tomorrow, and we'll catch up soon. Take care, and bye-bye.